Hello and welcome. Today you are here to discover the top 3 keys to your entrepreneurial success so that you can create the business and life that you desire. This dream can become reality for you no matter what stage in your business you are at right now. Hi everyone, I'm Catherine Newton, and I'm thrilled to be presenting this information to you today. It's information that I've gathered after my years of being involved in this business, my 7 years, you could say. And what I've done tonight is I've pulled together all of the information that I know to be true that has really helped to escalate me in my business, and I just know that it's going to be valuable for you as well. So I invite you now to sit back and enjoy, whether you're listening to this live or whether you listen to the recording later, and to really get your pen and paper ready to take lots of notes, because there's going to be some valuable tips in here for you. There's also going to be some amazing reminders, and I know that as we are growing our business, we often need reminding. Would you agree? So I want to invite you just to really be present to this time that we've got today, and allow yourself to connect in to the messages that are here for you, and to observe and see where are some of the real significant pointers for me in my business and what I need to be paying attention to. And as we go through this, I will be presenting to you along the way the presentation. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Of course, as I mentioned, I'm Catherine Newton. I'm founder of Catherine Newton International. I'm lucky enough to be a best-selling co-author. I'm a speaker and an award-winning coach as well, and I really want to welcome you to this free training. For someone who is hungry to create success and learn what it takes to be an entrepreneurial success, I believe that you are literally pulled to be here right now to transform your life, your business, or your business idea, and turn it into the outcome that you truly desire. And it's with absolute great pleasure that I bring this information and this audio to you. I believe and I know that I have both the answer for the path to success now and the how-to knowledge to apply it to my business. And now I want to help you create the business and lifestyle that you want for your family and yourself by giving you the same exact concrete steps I used to create my own successful outcomes, getting unstuck and turning on the success in my business, creating profits and a steady flow of those ideal clients. I'm going to show you step by step how to exponentially improve your results and how you can skyrocket your income while building a business you love. So how does that sound? I've practiced and honed my entrepreneurial skills now for over 20 years as a teacher, a business owner and a coach. And I've really put my skills to the test now in my own coaching and training company. And I've been blessed with my ability to really turn stuckness, I guess you could say, into a place of success. And really, what are you going to learn from this? You're going to learn what it takes to be really successful in your business. I'm going to give you those 3 keys to succeeding that I know you need, and I'm going to also make sure you have the steps that you need to get you started. And enable you to get from that place where perhaps you're feeling stuck, perhaps you're feeling unsettled, perhaps you're feeling a little frustrated, and turn it into success, because it's what I love to do time and time again. It's where I feel in my absolute peaceful zone. Now, in the beginning, it wasn't always this way. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to start off by sharing with you that you know, in my early days as an entrepreneur, I had some spectacular moments of failure time and time again. I would get so far with a business idea, and then I would either run out of money, or I would watch my money be dwindled away as I approached my business like a hobby. And the last time this happened, I honestly felt terrified, and I wonder if you can relate. I felt the sense of dread. I felt uncertain. I felt fearful. I literally felt terrible. And knowing what I knew that I'd created this, and I knew I had to learn from my mistakes. And this was literally a down on my knees kind of moment. And it's this that's actually helped me to create my 3-step entrepreneurial success system I'm sharing with you today. And it's these learning experiences, while I know you can relate to those, the ones that, while they're hard at the time, I realize they've helped me to greatly explore and understand and create that fastest path I know to success. And I want to share it with you because I really believe that you can have it in any area of your life too. When you learn this system, you can apply it to not just actually your money and your business. I believe you can apply it to your health, your wealth, your love, and your happiness around your business as well. So ask yourself this: how would you like to have complete clarity and confidence in your path and actually live the dream that you have set out for? The dream that I now understand and know what it takes to get there. I know that before I got started in my business, I didn't consider myself to be an entrepreneur. I didn't really understand, what an entrepreneur was. I knew that I had this desire to be something of significance, but I really didn't know what it was. And I had this thought that entrepreneurs were the ones that they changed the world. They made buckets of money and they win lots of awards. And I've been lucky enough to go on and to do some of those things. But that is the model that I've followed. But entrepreneurs, they're also ordinary people. They're normal people. They're people who have this business idea and they see a need in the market for their product or their service. They too, they have an entrepreneurial dream and they have this deep wish to progress to the next level. And by doing so, what they're doing is that, they have this brilliant idea. So for you, whether you're an entrepreneur just starting out with your brilliant idea, whether you are someone that you're still working part-time or even full-time to maintain your income, or whether you've been in business for a few years now and you really want to move to that next level in your business, or you might be ready to find clarity around why you can't seem to get past that tipping point that stops you every time you get close to success. You might not have even started in terms of sales and marketing, but the idea is there. Or perhaps just the determination of the desire, that burning desire. This, my friends, this means that congratulations, you have the spirit of an entrepreneur and the flame of success that needs to be nurtured and grown to create your thriving success. You need to be able to harness that so that when the going gets tough, and trust me, as you are on your path to being an entrepreneur and building your business, there will be moments where you feel like you've hit a wall, and that's why you've got to have this flame, this spirit deep inside of you that's going to allow yourself to move past all this, to be able to be really strong in your resolve as to what you're doing. Interesting enough, statistics tell us that most people rank running their own business as being their dream job, which is interesting, isn't it? Most people want to be entrepreneurs. And let's face it, the economy actually needs entrepreneurs. We need people like you and I, because what do is that we help the economy. We employ more people. We are living our dream, right? However, you might have some of these questions. How can I become a successful entrepreneur? What steps are really going to help me get more wealth? What actions should I be taking? What am I doing wrong? I definitely don't want to be stuck, but I feel like I am. I need help. There are so many products and gurus, information and ideas out there. Why don't any of them seem to fit with who I am? Who can I trust? How do I get over the blocks that keep halting my success? How much time, energy and focus do I have to give until I see the right results, the right direction, the right income, and the right profits? Or is it me? Is it just me? Am I just meant to settle for a life less ordinary? Well, here's the first thing that I want you to know. As someone who is hungry to create success and learn what it takes to be an entrepreneurial success, you are literally pulled to be here right now to transform your life your business or your business idea and turn it into the outcome you truly desire. You see, once you understand what it takes to consistently create success, you can recreate it again and again and again. And you find that money-making system and you bring that energy, that enthusiasm and that passion to everything you create. And then you get to develop a clear understanding of who you are here to be, what is it you are here to do, and what will make your life better in every way. What happens is along the way you get to find your ideal clients in a way that they will be eager to work with you and bring people and situations to you who are like-minded. You're going to be able to improve all aspects of your life. And when you get to do that kind of stuff, that's where your dreams get made into reality. That's where the magic happens. That's when you get to stand in the fullness of the truth of what you're here to become. But along the way, there are some things that you know that are in your way, are challenging you, are obstacles or problems that are being created. And before we go any further, I want to remind you, as I remind my mastermind members, if you have a pattern that you keep creating, my highest recommendation to you as you're building your business is to see it and to know what to do to release it. Because there's power in the fact that you get to say, oh my gosh, this is a pattern I have. And I want you to observe as we're going through the information that I'm going to be teaching you. Observe, where is that a pattern for me? Where am I still working on that? Where do I keep making that mistake? Where do I keep seeing that as a challenge in my life? It all starts with awareness. And from awareness, we can create the change. Yes? I know you know what I mean by that, because you are educated people who are coming onto this call and you get this stuff. But what you need right now is you need that lifeline. You need something to be able to bring you together to help you, because there are questions that take you down this path that we've all gone down before. It's a path of confusion, it's a path of fear, it's a path of doubt. And the truth is, it's like climbing a wall of worry and not having anybody on the other side. Whereas if you have someone who's gone through it, they can give you a lifeline and they can go over that wall with you in a very short period of time. So the purpose of us being on this call today and you listening to this is for you to get some tips on how to mount that wall and get safely and successfully onto the other side. This is what's going to really help you. This is really where it's going to be, creating some of that magic for you. So here's the first thing I want you to know. As someone who is hungry to create success and learn what it takes to be an entrepreneurial success, this is what you know, right? You know that you need to understand what it takes to consistently create success so that you can recreate it again and again and again. And as I said before, bring that energy, that enthusiasm, and that passion into everything that you create. Imagine this. Imagine that you can develop a clear understanding of who you are here to be, of what is it you are here to do, and what will make your life better in every way. You can find your ideal clients in a way that they will be eager to work with you. Bring people and situations to you who are like-minded. You can improve your money patterns. Remember, we talked about patterns before. And have an abundant relationship with money. You can learn from your mistakes and put them to good use, knowing that they were only presented to you so you could learn from them and then grow and use this growth to become a better version of you. Sit with that for now. A better version of you. After the success that we've created here in my business, I'm really here to help train with you and share every secret tip or strategy on how you can create that level of success that you really want in your business. And I'm really excited to give you this content today. I'll tell you why. Any piece of what I'm sharing with you today in this call may be things that you've heard before, but I know the way that I've put it together, the way that I do it, can make it so much easier for you to create profits in your business. I have this ability to be able to take information and to reprocess it in a way that makes it easier for my clients and for my students to understand. And I'm hoping that that's what I'm able to do for you tonight. I know it is. I know it's hard to imagine if you're out there and you're just getting started, or you've been working as an entrepreneur or a sales professional for a while, or you're still yet to see the financial results and you're working a lot. Maybe you're just trying to get your first 2 or 3 clients. Listening to this audio, I promise, if you take this information on board, it's going to save you a lot of making mistakes. If you follow the process, it's going to stop you from making those mistakes. They say that learning from others who have gone before you is the fastest way than learning by experience alone, right? I believe it's easier to make high 5 and 6 figures in your business than it is to make less. It's easier to make that kind of money because making less is hard. It feels hard, right? It leaves you feeling undervalued, unworthy, unsuccessful, in a place of lack. And the way we feel about our business is incredibly important. One of the things I've come to learn along the way is that there are very few challenges in business that can't be solved by getting a couple of sales. And I know that certainly there are whoops of joy with my clients when they finally crack the code to getting their clients. Come back to the way you feel. That we want to create that Disneyland experience in your business. And I mention that because I want you to know that I believe that having your own business has a life of its own. Your business has a soul and she has a spirit. Your business is a living, breathing thing. It isn't anything but that because it's an extension of you. It's an extension of you. This is one of the ways that I love to look at anybody's business, by looking at it as a living, breathing thing that has a soul, a spirit, a heartbeat, and a life force to it. That means it can be nurtured, cared for, and given attention in order to grow and to thrive. And your time invested in this call is nurturing and caring for your business. It really is. Interestingly enough, 95% of my clients and prospects are actually women. And what I've discovered along the way is that women crave security. We need to know that we have money in the bank and money coming in. There are a lot of reasons for that psychologically, which I'm not going to get into today, but I know if I ask for a show of hands for how many of you is this true, you'd raise your hand and say yes. You want that kind of security and to know in advance what your income's going to look like, right? Well, what I'm going to teach you in today's call and beyond is really geared to helping you create that kind of security and consistent income. Look, let's face it, everyone can be a successful entrepreneur. Every entrepreneur can be a better one, right? Everything you see around you, every service you have ever used or product you've ever purchased is because an entrepreneur like you had a dream. If you want to truly succeed in your business, all you have to do is make the decision that you are going to achieve it and that you give yourself permission to do so. It's often unnerving at first, and that's why it's so important to get support. But I truly and genuinely believe that when you make the decision and you release the old patterns that do not serve you, you do have the ability to be financially viable in your business. You do have the ability to create a leveraged business. You do have the ability to make more money than you need, to make more than enough, and to get yourself out of that place of lack, out of that place of scarcity, and out of the place that doesn't serve you. One of the entrepreneurs that I've coached said once, it's not about having the cash that motivates me, it's the fact that I have choices that motivates me. And I know I have more choices with cash than without it. So just let that be a motivating factor for you as you listen to and apply the points in this audio. and really allow it to integrate with you. What are the points that you really need to take on board? What are the 3 top keys to your entrepreneurial success, and can you relate to the ones that I'm going to be sharing with you today? So let's, without further ado, get ourselves started. You know, to really identify if more people would like to be an entrepreneur or running their own business like you know, despite any obstacles, what do they need to know? And I can honestly say that the first key for you to build your business in a way that serves you is that planning and starting projects is great, but guess what? This is not rocket science, but actually finishing your projects is the key. That is where the rubber hits the road. This is where you get to see the results. This is where you get to see yourself in action, and where you make it easy for people to be able to work with you and to be able to create what it is that they desire. What happens in this process of you actually finishing your projects is that you develop and you maintain a positive, yes, I can do it mindset, that no matter what, you can fully show up in your business. And, you know, this overarching priority for your business, the truth is, and I know you'll agree with me here, it's to generate revenue. It's to create money and to create cash flow. That's what a business is all about. And what I see time and time again with you gorgeous creative entrepreneurs is that you're so much about the giving, you're so much about the over-delivering, that you're so much in the service that you forget this valid point. The priority in your business is to create cash flow and to really create profitability, because without that, your business doesn't really exist. And I want to say to you that your clients come first, and absolutely they do. But without you having a clear money-making system in your business, you can't be in business. So even if you're just getting started with your first couple of clients, it's still, the purpose is about creating that revenue and creating that income. And I want to share with you now how you do that. And how you do that is that there are 3 priorities you need to be focusing on. I'm all about the priorities. Any of you that belong to my mastermind groups or my membership programs or my coaching programs, you'll know that I'm always asking you, what's your most important priority? And then start with those. So here are the first 3. The first priority needs to be marketing. And I'll go through these quickly. The second is serving the clients, and the third priority is learning. And if you organize your day to generate revenue first, through marketing, second through serving clients, and third through continuous learning, you're going to have an awesome business. You're going to have a business that is going to rock your soul. You're going to have a business that juices you, and that lights your fire, and that has that real buzz about it. That's where we want you to be. Okay, so when it comes to your marketing, I want to ask you around these priorities that you're creating. The marketing that you're doing, is it marketing that is going to be bringing you your $10,000 options? This is not you doing marketing that someone you could employ someone, an admin assistant or a personal assistant or a virtual assistant to do those $10 or $15 tasks for you, and you know, they can be outsourced. Some of your social media stuff can be outsourced. The truth for you is around your marketing, you need to be creating content, creating material for your clients to read, to educate them and to inspire them and to inform them, to be creating ebooks, to be creating products, to creating this money-making system that you have. And the more you can be doing that consistently, marketing is all about being consistent. That's what we need you to be doing, because then you can serve your clients, and then you must be continuously learning. I really, really value the whole aspect of learning. That's going to help you with your mindset, and we know that that is important. So here's what you always have to have. You always want to have a priority and an action list, not a to-do list. I think that is absolutely crucial. Let me explain. You want a priority list and an action list that goes along with it. And the priority, as an example, is this: I need to start building my list via the web over the next 2 weeks. That's the priority. Okay, your priority is building your list. What is the action? Okay, you start listing the action, the things that you need to take care of. And so then what happens is you have your priority and you have your action list. And it's very different from a to-do list. A to-do list can get too busy. We want to keep you focused and targeted. And again, coming back to what are the 3 most important priorities that you have every day, and create your actions around that and get on and actually make it happen, my friends. That's when you'll start to get really excited about your business, because you'll see such amazing change happening and you'll be ticking things off and feeling so satisfied. You see, as human beings, we all need to feel like we're making progress. We need to find the evidence that what we're doing is the right thing. How do we find that? We find that in our results. We find that in the way that the money is coming into our business. We find that in the way that we get through our priorities at the end of the day and our actions that go along with that. We find it in the fact that we've actually been of service to our clients. We've been there for them. We've been their champions. We've held their feet to the fire. We've been vulnerable in the process of doing our marketing because we've been creating stuff that they can really relate to. That's when you start to feel like you're making progress. And that's what gets you excited. That's the thing that gets you up out of bed every night and gets you staying in that place of truth, right? Staying in that place of really identifying, this is what I know I need to do. So let's move on now to key number 2. Key number 2, and you might want to take a deep breath on this one, because I think that this is where the patterns come in, my friends. Most business problems are really personal problems in disguise, and that's why you must master your mindset. That's why one of the first things that I can suggest to my clients is that they go through my Thinking into Results Mastermind program, because what it does is it resets that mindset of yours and creates a massive shift for you and your business. So if you struggle with, and 97% of you do, with procrastination and finishing what you start in your personal life, this problem is going to easily plague your business. You've got to get a handle on it. Otherwise, your work and your income are going to suffer severely. And if you take a look around you at the moment at your personal problems and your personal issues, ask yourself this question: what am I tolerating? What business problems am I tolerating, and what personal problems am I tolerating? And what you will see is that there is a correlation between the two. There are things that you're not facing, there are things that you're not communicating, there are actions that you're not taking, there are messes that you are leaving. So I allow you, and I give you permission in this moment to see those patterns that keep coming up for you in your business and in your personal life, and really sit with where there is a correlation between the two. Allowing yourself to do this will help you really come to terms with it and start to process it in a way. It all starts with awareness. Have an awareness around what is it that's getting in the way of you advancing to that next level. Is it about the clutter? Is it about your money? Is it about conversations that don't get finished? Things that don't get followed up? You'll see the correlation. And you may have heard the saying that the way you do something is the way you do everything. Allow yourself to sit with that. Key number 3, you must get curious about your money and have a relationship with it. Oh, that old story about money that keeps creeping up for you. Those money beliefs that hold you back, the ones that keep you in lack, the ones that you can't seem to let go of, that stop your thread of abundance. Well, if you bury your head in the sand when it comes to handling your money, you'll soon wonder where it all went. If you ignore money, money will ignore you. If you show it love, it's going to love you. It is law of attraction at its finest. Remember, law of attraction is always working. and what you focus on, it expands. What are you focusing on? What are you really noticing? Because if you keep burying your head in that sand, well, I don't have to remind you what it's going to do. But it ain't going to be pretty, I can tell you that. And that's been one of my learnings in my business. I had to really look at what was I doing? Where was I tolerating this ridiculousness of not embracing and seeing this poor relationship with money that I had? And by allowing myself to do that, I allowed myself to really get clear. So as you are going through this and you're really embracing into this, there's a part of you that's saying, okay, so that's easier said than done, right? Well, I want to share with you 5 further steps that are going to help you to create and attain that success that you desire. The first one is you've got to take responsibility. Stop making yourself right about your excuses about why you don't get things done, and just own it. Be honest about what's keeping you in that vicious cycle and not achieving success in your business, and make the commitment to do something about it, no matter how small. Can you do that? Can you set up a moment now to take responsibility? Because you'll be glad that you did. Secondly, create a mantra or an affirmation or a declaration. What happens is that when you repeat positive affirmations, it gets you through the tough times. It gives you something to cling to. It gives you a habit. And it actually helps you truly believe what you're saying. And I've given you an example here when I say, I love that I'm building a successful and profitable business. I love that I'm building a successful and profitable business. I love that I'm building a successful and profitable business. You can say it any way you like, but have something that is your mantra, your declaration, or your affirmation to say. Thirdly, set goals and intentions and then be willing to surrender, to let it go. The law of attraction, it states that what we attract, we focus on the most. That's what states. The law of attraction says that what we attract, we focus on the most. So what are you focused on? What is it that you need to be doing more of? What do you know that needs to be occurring for you in your life? Because I tell you what, until you get those things sorted, then guess what? It's not going to come into play. So, however, if uncertainty is cluttering your mind, it's creating that negative energy around it, isn't it? And we don't want that to be happening, because that's repeating the cycle. Set your goals, create a plan of action, and work that plan, my friends. Work it. I know that you know how to do this. And you know what? Along the way, it's likely that it's not going to go to plan, but making steady progress, it's going to give you that momentum, and that's going to keep you focused. It's going to keep you strong. So I want to invite you to really give it a go. So, number 4. Number 4 is for you to get support and accountability. It wasn't until I did that in my business that things really started to shift up a gear. You're going to have a question. You're going to come up against stuff. You're going to have obstacles. You're going to feel fear, and an opportunity will come that you won't foresee on your horizon. So the truth is that you are 7 times more likely to succeed under the guise of a coach, a mentor, or a mastermind group. And with hand on heart, I can honestly say that that could never be further from the truth. That is something that's truly genuine there. So number 5, you've got to take baby steps, and you've got to celebrate. Celebration is everything. When we get ready to make a mindset shift, what actually happens is that we convince ourselves through this ridiculous comfort zone that we get ourselves into, we convince ourselves that it's actually going to be harder than it is. You see, that's our ego mind. It's keeping us playing small because that's its job. But you are ready for the next level, aren't you? That's why you're here. So stop thinking and start doing. Start feeling into the reminder of how passionate you are about this business, of who you're here to serve, of how you really want to make this work. And then go into that place of gratitude, because there's power, there's massive power in having tools to help you celebrate your success. And celebrate you must. It has to be fun along the way, right? You have to be able to sit in the energy of being able to have fun. So let me just see now if my slides are abiding and coming back on the screen. Nope, they're not. So, this is what happens in business. As I'm presenting this audio to you, my slides have stopped working. But this is the thing about business and about, having the keys to be able to make it work. No matter what happens, the show must go on. You've got to carry on. You've got to forge through. And it's by having these principles in mind and in place that are going to really escalate you. So I'm going to go over those 5 again, because I think they really complement the 3 that I shared with you. So the first one was take responsibility. The second one was create a mantra or an affirmation or a declaration. The third one was to set goals and intentions, and then be willing to let it go, to stop being a control freak about it, and to take guided action. Number 4 was get support and accountability. And number 5 is take baby steps and celebrate. When was the last time you celebrated? You've got to bring in the fun in your business, because it can't all be hard work. The minute it starts being hard work, you start going into construction. You start feeling that you're up against that brick wall. We want to break down the wall and instead allow you to be in that place of peace and joy and positivity, so that your business feels like it's got a flow to it. So it feels like you are in harmony with it. And if it's not, then you've got to take into account these steps that I'm sharing with you today, and making sure that what you've got is you've got a plan, because a plan is critical to your success. That's the thing that's going to move you forward, rather than getting yourself into that place of feeling stuck. When you go through what I mentioned in the very beginning, that the first step that I shared with you, when I said to you that planning and starting projects is fine, but actually the genius, the joy, is when you get to tick a project off and say, I did it, I made it happen. That's when you start to feel the fluidity and the ease and the flow in your business. You deserve to feel that sense of success, right? So I want to recap with you the top 3 keys for entrepreneurial success. And these are the things that really your business comes down to. Again, planning and starting projects is great, but actually finishing your projects is the key. Yep, I know you know what I'm talking about. Number 2, most business problems are actually personal problems in disguise. And that's why you must master your mindset. And you must get curious about your money. And you must have a relationship with it. Burying your head in the sand is not going to work. And trust yourself in the process, that all is going to be okay, and let that be one of your mantras, I guess. So I want to share an opportunity with you. Now that you've got this information here that I've shared with you, and the opportunity to learn how to create more success in your business, so that you can create more profits and more prosperity, and so that you can feel more prepared for success, because that success is imminent. You're feeling the shift now, aren't you? You're feeling that change. So firstly, I want to invite you to, if you haven't already, to subscribe to my e-zine, which you can do through my website. And there I'm going to give you all action steps every time I produce an issue that's going to assist you in that profit and that passion and that productivity in your business. And of course you can find that link on catherinenewton.com. So if you do that, then it's going to really give you some beautiful pointers that are going to shift you and help you along. I also want to share with you that I coach and I guide success seekers with 100% commitment and without judgment. And trust me, I've been where you are. I've walked in your shoes, and that's how come I know what you're going through. I know what you're experiencing. I know that that there's periods in your business where you're not feeling the flow, where you're pushing up against a brick wall, as I mentioned before. I know the pain that you're feeling, and I know, because my ego mind gets in the way too, but I know the tools, and my clients know the tools too on how to work through that. It's my intention that any products or any services or mentoring that my clients receive is of the highest level of training to be able to propel them into their success and to move into that aspect of profits and possibilities. So I want to invite you to take a moment to, if you know that you could benefit from a friendly ear from someone who has walked this path before, and someone who can take you from feeling stuck and frustrated to literally mapping out a plan to help you find your profit path, and to boost you into a place of prosperity, whether it's internal prosperity or external prosperity or both, because they very much go together. The conversations that I have with my client, they're tailored to meet your individual needs. And so if you know that you would love to have a conversation with me, this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to be of service to you. It's what I was put on this planet for. It's my divine plan. I'm just walking along with what the universe's divine plan for me is. And so I want to invite you to book an online complimentary strategy session with me. And you can do that by emailing support@catherinenewton.com. That's support@catherinenewton.com, or clicking on the link that you'll find on my website to go ahead and schedule your 30-minute complimentary session where we will have a conversation, and we will really start to nail what it is that's getting in your way and show you what needs to be put in a path that's going to fast track you to your success, because you're here to serve more people, and you're here to become more successful than you already are. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. That's the cool thing, because I do my sessions via Skype, so you can still see me, we can still connect. It creates that greater sense of ease, which is awesome. So my team and I, we sincerely look forward to helping you on your journey, to giving you the tools that you need, and to powerfully creating that connection for you to be able to have the universal principles and the practical steps for you to be able to build your business to that next level, to your highest level, to your most successful level, and to allow you to get away from that place of feeling like you're just having another duvet day and you can't face what's going on, but to really genuinely have tools that are going to be able to guide you and move you forward. So with much love, I want to invite you to take some time now to book a complimentary session, and to be in that place now where what you do is you take on board the steps that I've taught you, and these are just some of the rich and juicy tools and resources that I'm able to share with you. Until we meet again, until you visit me on the website, or connect in to find me on Facebook, which of course is a fabulous way to find me. And to reach out to my team, of course the email address again, support@catherinenewton.com. If you know that you're ready for something different, you're feeling that shift inside of you, you're ready to step more into your power and your purpose, I'm here for you. I genuinely care about your success. So yes, until we meet again, take care, and much love. And it is my job and my personal responsibility that I feel that I'm here for, is to help you to prepare for your success. Much love. I'm Catherine Newton from catherinenewton.com.